Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're you're carrying the weight in the dead of night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they will wrangle it down a couple of yards. Shy of the 30. At their own 28-yard line. First run now for Kyron Williams. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Got him in. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Bengals had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
You look at this Browns defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Alert! Allen now looks to throw. And he is caught by Lamb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They're lined up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the field.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, Judkins. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
They'll try and run here with Judkins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll try it now with Judkins. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw now, here's Sanders. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing, Sanders. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A 28-yard gain. And the Browns first down.
Now Sanders. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Sanders. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Sanders.
at the Bengals 18.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Sanders once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
To throw is Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. Throw right side complete to Dotson. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
A give to Williams, running right. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sanders to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A 61-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out left to Dawg. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Gets this out quickly to Dodson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Shador. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, 46 yards. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Now Allen. Touchdown Bengals. Chase Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Bengals 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Go, Reed.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sanders will swing this out to Jenkins. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 42-yard line.
19 Charger, 19 Charger, go!
Back to throw, Sanders. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. From the left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Play action. It's Sanders. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bengals force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 20. Allen going to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well, right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Allen. The connecting rule with Pittman on the out route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Allen now on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now Allen, got to have this one. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, Sampson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This is 2nd and 8. To throw now, here's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Sanders. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Allen. And that's caught by Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Allen. Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Allen. That's to his tight end all. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Here's first down. Now Allen. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 33 seconds to play. Here's second down. To throw is Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Next to score, Bengals 21, Browns 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. This is first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. That is caught, Bateman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Bateman once more. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Browns first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Browns.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this...